Hole number 6 is a shorter par 4. The way I play it here, I don't think I'm going to end up playing it this way the rest of the week, but I tried it this way both times. But I think the safer play here is to use an Apocalypse. Use the Apocalypse's better curl than we have with the Thor's hammer to shoot it over to the second fairway there. So this drive is significantly downhill, so we're going to play it as a plus 25% over adjustment and use as much top spin and right spin to get it off of this first fairway and launch it over across that gap. And you can see there I came really close to hitting the rough with my first bounce, which wouldn't be a big deal. We should still be able to get up to the green with a rough iron from there, or even a sand iron, but it just, I think the easier thing to do here is to just use an Apocalypse and use the curl to get it over there. It just seems like a little bit safer play. We can play it a little bit further out into the fairway and just curl it over there. So if you don't have an Apocalypse that's leveled up very high, I think a 3 would be plenty for this. Any higher than that, and you should be okay as well. But if you do that, just use the full top spin and as much right as you can get with that, and then probably about 2 balls of right curl to shoot it over onto that second fairway, where we're going to set up for a short iron. And you can see there my attempt there when I left it over closer into the fairway and away from the rough. I caught the rough with my second bounce, so that slowed it down a little bit. It'll still be an okay drive, and we'll still have a short iron. I wanted to show you my opponent's shot here. This is something that you're going to see quite a bit from players who didn't practice these tournament holes as much. The danger area on this green is landing short and right. If you end up short right of the pin, then your ball's going to roll all the way off and into a bunker, which is going to be really frustrating because it's a short shot up there. So instead of trying that like he did, you don't want to land it on the front side because the slope will bounce it straight up in the air and make it go way short. So if you're going to do that, then I would suggest landing it a little bit further back with your short iron, or you even could be in wedge range here and running it up there. You'll see that I'm close enough to try and run my rapier up there to try and drain it. But I think the safe play is going to be to try and go for the dunk. Now, I'm not a very prolific dunker, but this will at least allow us to try and get an eagle, and it eliminates that possibility of going down short front in the front right and all the way back into the bunker there. I guess it could potentially happen if you smoke the flag stick and it kicks off real funny, but if you don't do that, then you'll at least sit up there in the safe part of the green. I think I just made a bad adjustment here because it is uphill, so we're going to take a little bit off. But you can see that it landed short right. I think when I was making my adjustment, I didn't turn it quite to the proper angle to make the adjustment for the wind. So I think that's why it ended up there. But, it's kind of a tough one because as you could see there, it was a little bit in between mid and min. And so my second one didn't go quite as far, so it's a little bit closer to max. We give the same shot another try. When you do that, you do want to use full backspin so it doesn't run off the green, and put your target just past the pin, and make your adjustment that way. Take probably about 10%, I'm guessing, off. I think I took 15% off for my first try, and it still ended up right and a little bit short, so that could have played into it as well. I hit this one great left, so not really a great shot, but I think that's what we're going to try and do is the dunk minus 10%.